Hello everybody, and welcome back to Kinlaig. I'm having a little bit of a think, which is dangerous. I mean, this works fine as a little yard area for what we're doing. However, that's not going to be ours. Is that ours? That must be ours, because this was ours. You could... There's still plenty of room there. If we went up to... There's a road all the way through, isn't there, really? So, I'm just thinking. There's a fairly large piece of ground here that is flat. Should I... Ooh, nice. Should I do something with this? And when I say do something, I mean dig it up. I could borrow money and put down meadow grass. Which essentially is just going to simulate taking all this old concrete off. And having turf put down. So really, I think it's nice and flat, so we could then, if we wanted to do anything else, we could do that on this lovely flat bit of ground. However, I could also plough it up and plant grass, and then that would also give me some form of constant. That's the problem that I've got there, you see, is my environmental score won't go anywhere because I don't own any farmland at the minute. I've got all of that. Yeah, it is literally out to there. So if we... The thing is, it means borrowing money again, doesn't it? I'm still fairly in the idea of putting in the fish farm. We could put I don't really want to block the view with any buildings. We've not, buildings are just a no-no at the minute because we just haven't got the money. I mean, there's a little bit of space there if we wanted to. We could take that out if we needed to. Don't think we'll be able to get that wood gone though. There is this bit here as well, which would be perfect for a lake, I think. But it's, do you want to put in, yeah, that's That's perfect size for it, isn't it? If we can get it in there, maybe. Got to leave space here and here. I'm using this as just a a pointer. This lake. And space here and here. That's got to stay open, but there's nothing to suggest that we couldn't just do that. Nearly sneezed. And I suppose if we were to do it as a field, we can then up our how much would it cost to make it? I see we'd need to grass all the way down, wouldn't we? But we're never going to get any bonus money for what we do sell. Tell you what, let's just have a little hypothetical workout of how much it would cost. Who are we? Oh, no, that's it. All the way to the top. God, makes me feel a bit ill. Do. On with the paintings. Oh, that's quite nice. Grass texture. Now this is just a rough estimate. I will be cancelling this and coming back in a moment. I mean, it's nice and flat, so it would... Oh, it's not altogether flat, actually. A bit of a pit there. I don't know how much that's cost. It'll tell us on the hour, I think. And then... small or large meadow. You could cut it if it's large and then potentially be immediately having full-sized turf delivered. Yes, this does mean that we wouldn't have any score to come out. That didn't cost a lot at all, actually, did it? I reckon we could make the money back on that. I mean, I need to do it neater and tidier, but it's going to ruin the... It's going to ruin my... I'm not going to get... I need some sort of... Do we go into farming? I mean, it's basically where the question's at, isn't it? Are we farming or should we not? I mean, you want to get land, don't you? I just quite like the meadow grass. Planting grass would be a bit more sensible though, wouldn't it? Because then we've got a field, we can grow other things if we wanted to. We've got the equipment, there's no reason why we shouldn't plant our own stuff, is there really? Let me go back a bit, and then that's going to tell us what we've just spent. £5.5 grand, that. Bargain. But I want to make it look a little bit neater. Let's come back and find out what it would be like once I'll quickly go and do a plough out and then come back to you. I am trying to do this as cheaply as is possible. I see the problem there is there's a bit of concrete down there, isn't there? I think I'm going to have to put a bit of a headland in anyway. And it's not going to be bang on perfect. But does that look like there's a patch of concrete in the middle of it? It does, doesn't it? Baby plough. That's a bit better. Yeah, that looks better. A little bit there, but that just looks sandy, dirtish. I do want to have a little attention paid down there. I brought a little broadcast seeder as well, because it's grass, so we just chuck a bit of grass out, can't we? There is going to have to be a grass headland along here that's not a field that I will have to put in afterwards. This might take a while with this size plough, but what else am I going to need? Do this, seed it. I have to get somebody out from the labs to come and check the soil for me. I might need, well, I think I will need to put lime down. definitely need to put lime down. Stone picking, maybe? May as well stone pick, hadn't I? I want to try and do it so I can get as good a... Because if it's grass we might end up just leaving it, so I want it to be as best as it can be. Nothing to say that we don't in the future, if we decide we're going to have a stab at making fish food or something, then we might want to grow all the materials here, but in the meantime, if we can get a couple of loads of silage out of here, that's going to help us financially. Yeah, I need a roller as well, don't I? I think I've got some cheap rollers available that I can pull out. That little broadcast seeder is tiny, but it's not going to be the biggest of fields, is it? So the idea of it will work well. Right, I'll carry on, come back to you with the next bit of progress. That took quite a while, that, digging up all that concrete, moving it away. 100 litres of stone, roughly, I think. Not a lot. Next, before we get it measured or sampled for the sizing, I think I'm going to have to cut it down a bit. Try and fit it in a little bit better. That doesn't look the same as the ground underneath, does it? That does. Oh, that don't look good. I may as well just take out that concrete area. That I'm not too bothered about, that seems okay. But I think maybe that much should be taken off there. Our steering wheel is fighting against me because there's a slight, not quite dead spot. Ooh. That's annoying. Stop fighting it. Might as well just try and take that bit off. Just to straighten that bit. It's going to be grassed anyway, so I want to try and make it blend in quite a bit. Yeah. Ooh, might as well take that little slither off if I can. And then put a bit of it should be okay. Put a few bits in just what's that look like? Yeah, that's alright. Definitely up on along this bit. I'm just going to save that a minute. Because now's the bit where I can mess it up with the grass. We'll go standard size grass. About that width. Oh, no, that's looking a bit better though, isn't it? The reason why we can't have a few of the odd bold patches in, as long as we are pretty much up to there. We can put a few bushes and bits in as well, can't we? Just because this will sort of grow back as well. That's not the bit I wanted, was it? Stuff like that I wanted. Oh well. It's been a low-lying bush. Just realised something actually. Will the grass not grow any longer than that? It should all grow, shouldn't it? We'll find out later at some point. That's not too bad. I'm quite happy I managed to do that in one take. Yeah, that will grow thicker, won't it? Won't it? Is that thicker grass and that's not thicker grass? I don't know. I think that might actually be thicker grass. Well, we've got a few patches of that anyway, haven't we? I've just put some out in. Oh, we'll just leave it. Let's, time's ticking. Let's get the cedar on the go. Then, what else is there to do? Let's get a soil sample taken. No data. Why can't I take a soil sample? I wonder if I need to go out and come back in. Let me try that. Yes, I just needed to go out and come back in. I'm definitely going to have to get some fuel. Grass. I should be able to... 14 metres? You sure? It seems awfully large for such a small field. %2 bonus, see? Well worth it. Ooh. Chuck it all about. I've actually managed to do this on the cheap. I've 60,000. There's a little bit of a dip there, isn't there? That's all right. We don't mind that. Do we, kids? A little tiny undulation that'll add to it. I could actually put a bit of a water, a lake in there if I wanted to. At a later date. Want to get a bit fancy, just put a little pool in there. That'd be quite nice actually. A little chalet. I was thinking of just having it as a meadow for animals for us, but and I thought, why not just do grass anyway? I do hope I'm not. Chucking grass seeds onto the field next to us for no reason. Why do I feel like I'm missing bits there? Not getting the variable seed rate or anything. Crop sensor is on, but it's not showing anything. Interesting. Maybe it's just because it's grass. Anyway, we're not spreading anymore. It's stopped. Happy days. Right, this is going to say needs... Oh, we'll have a look, shall we? See what it needs. Let's just put that next to the garage then. pH is okay. Nitrogen's not too bad for grass. Yield is pretty good. Does say it needs rolling. Let me go and fetch a roller. Yes. Alrighty. I think this is... Ooh. Oh no. That's got an unload thing, hasn't it? Has it? That certainly doesn't look right, does it? Bring it off. That looks awful. Unfold. Maybe that was it. A little bit of noise come off it now. Oh yes. Yes. So what have we done? Ploughed, dug out all that hardcore. I think I'd like to try and get it. Box it in a bit for now. We've a little bit there though. Not I mean it's grass, it doesn't matter. But on the whole, I've got to say I'm quite happy with how this has gone. Not only have we managed to turn what was essentially a bit of a wasted car parking area that we don't need into a potential field that will possibly get, I think we could be looking at a couple of cuts: May, June, July, August, September, October, another one in November maybe. So I'm very happy with how this episode's gone. Got ourselves a little grass field. If we want to, or have the need to, there's nothing to stop us from planting a crop at a later date. And I have to say the meadow thing cost what, £5,500–6,000. this is, I had 60 grand, so it's cost less than 2 grand really. Say it's cost 2 grand. I think I've done everything. I went over it with the sprayer as well, and it didn't really want any spraying on it because it's grass, so it was just like, no, don't need it. And I quite like how I've managed to box everything in fairly neatly. Hopefully this meadow grass will actually grow a little bit longer, but time will tell on that. Got a bit of room now for spinning around at the end, so I can start to fully working on this. Here comes the train again. Got ourselves a house, storage. I think I'm gonna have to get a bucket to, oh, they're doing some figure of eights here. I'm going to need to move all those stones over. I really don't know what to do with the stones. Make our own lime, or is lime much of a profit? That's the question. That is the question. Full crater here. Luckily, didn't end up digging up any Bronze Age, Iron Age artifacts that would have meant we'd have had to potentially bring in an archaeological team. Although that might have been worth some money. That's definitely a feature should be added to the game. Finding an archaeological thing when digging your field up. But I think this is the last job to do, isn't it, rolling? I mean, it's fertilised, it should be ready to go. This in the long run is also going to help us with anything that we sell. We should be pulling a little percentage extra. So I am very happy with how today's episode has gone. I might have mentioned that. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please drop us a like. If you're not subscribed yet, then feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you've got any comments or suggestions you'd like to see going forward in the series, then feel free to pop them in the comment section. For now, I shall finish up this field, and you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to pay the 55 grand back of the loan, and then I'm going to have to start hitting some contracts again, aren't I? But that's okay, that's not a problem. It'll be a pleasure, I hope. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, and bye bye for now.